Football has a unique way of bringing people together, igniting emotions that transcend borders, languages, and cultures. Each match tells its own story, with underdogs battling giants, seasoned teams defending their pride, and rising clubs hoping to make a statement on the big stage. Beyond the 90 minutes of action, football also carries with it an entire world of anticipation, predictions, and the thrill of getting those predictions right. Fans across the globe study form, analyze past performances, and rely on instincts sharpened by passion to forecast how the drama will unfold. In the modern football landscape, leagues from England, Italy, and beyond showcase extraordinary competition. The English Premier League has long been regarded as one of the most intense and competitive leagues on the planet, with clubs constantly raising their standards season after season. Alongside it, the lower divisions in England such as League One, League Two, and the Championship still provide plenty of entertainment and moments of magic that captivate supporters. Across the seas, Italy's Serie A and Serie B continue to display tactical battles steeped in tradition and history, proving that European football is as diverse as it is thrilling. Predicting outcomes in football is never an exact science. However, by looking at team form, league standards, and the kind of football culture that each side embodies, one can draw logical insights. The beauty of the game lies in these informed guesses, where the mind battles the heart, and the eventual outcome becomes a moment of celebration or reflection. The matches lined up here span different leagues and contexts, from the glamour of Manchester City and Arsenal in England's top tier to the grit and determination of clubs like Port Vale and Doncaster Rovers, who embody the hard-working spirit of the lower divisions. Then, Italy's Parma and Como 1907 provide a taste of football from one of the most historically rich football nations in the world. Each fixture offers its own flavor, and together they weave into a narrative that excites fans of both betting and pure football passion. With that in mind, let's dive into the predictions, match by match, where the focus is not only on who wins but how the goals flow, the defensive structures hold, and the energy of the crowd pushes players to their limits. Huddersfield Town vs Manchester City, correct score 0-4 Manchester City win and over 2.5 goals. This fixture pits Huddersfield Town from England's Championship against Manchester City, the reigning giants of the Premier League. The gap between the two sides in terms of quality, resources, and overall competitive level is immense, and it shows when they step onto the pitch together. Huddersfield Town has a proud history, once lifting league titles in the early 20th century, but in the modern era they often find themselves overshadowed by the financial and tactical dominance of Premier League clubs. Manchester City, on the other hand, are a symbol of contemporary football supremacy in England. Their tactical fluidity, ability to dominate possession, and relentless pressing style often overwhelm teams from the lower leagues. When these two clubs meet, the expectation is that City will impose themselves from the first whistle, creating chance after chance and wearing down their opponents with wave after wave of attack. The prediction here is a 0-4 scoreline in favour of Manchester City, with over 2.5 goals being a safe call given their attacking potential. Huddersfield's defence has often struggled against Championship opposition, and facing one of the most dominant attacking sides in the Premier League only magnifies those weaknesses. A clean sheet for City also feels likely, as Huddersfield may find themselves pinned back, rarely venturing into the final third. Port Vale vs Arsenal, correct score 0-3 Arsenal win and over 2.5 goals. This match brings together Port Vale of League One, the third tier of English football, and Arsenal of the Premier League. The contrast here is similar to the previous fixture, one club fighting in the lower rungs of English football while the other competes at the very top of the world game. Port Vale embodies the hard-working, community-driven spirit of English lower league clubs. They rely on resilience, compact defending, and set pieces to trouble opponents. However, when facing a Premier League powerhouse like Arsenal, the gulf in technical ability and tactical structure becomes evident. Arsenal have built a reputation for fluid, attacking football and strong defensive organisation. Against a team like Port Vale, they will likely dominate possession, control the midfield, and create clear-cut chances consistently. Port Vale's best hope would be to frustrate their opponents early on, but sustaining that effort for 90 minutes is an uphill battle. The prediction of a 0-3 victory for Arsenal with over 2.5 goals reflects not just their superior attacking options, but also their ability to break down resilient defences through patience and precision. Arsenal's control of the game should see them score multiple goals while keeping their clean sheet intact against a side with fewer resources and less experience at this level. Tottenham Hotspur vs Doncaster Rovers. Prediction: correct score 2-0 Tottenham Hotspur win and over 1.5 goals. Spurs, representing England's Premier League, should comfortably control this tie against League Two's Doncaster. The quality gap is clear, and Tottenham's attacking play should be enough for a routine 2-0 victory. Newcastle United vs Bradford City. Prediction: correct score 2-0 both teams to score, no. Newcastle's strength in the Premier League compared to Bradford's League Two level makes this one-sided. At home, the Magpies are expected to keep things tight at the back while scoring twice for a controlled 2-0 win. Parma vs Spezia. Prediction: correct score 2-0 Parma win. In Italy's Serie A, Parma's structure and discipline give them the upper hand. Spezia may try to stay compact, but Parma's organisation should see them through with a 2-0 result. Match 6, Como 1907 vs Sassuolo. Prediction: correct score 1-0 Como 1907 win or draw. Serie A brings us this tighter clash. Como 1907's home advantage and solid defensive approach could frustrate Sassuolo, making a narrow 1-0 win realistic. The safer call is a win or draw for Como. Football is more than just a game, it's a story told in 90 minutes, full of twists, turns, and moments of brilliance. Each of the matches highlighted here carries its own narrative, shaped by history, league standing, and current form. Huddersfield Town vs Manchester City 0-4, City win and over 2.5 goals. Port Vale vs Arsenal 0-3, Arsenal win and over 2.5 goals. Tottenham Hotspur vs Doncaster Rovers 2-0, Spurs win and over 1.5 goals. Newcastle United vs Bradford City 2-0, both teams to score, no. Parma vs Spezia 2-0, Parma win. Como 1907 vs Sassuolo 1-0, Como win or draw. Across England and Italy, the mix of Premier League dominance, lower league resilience, and Serie A, Serie B tactical battles make these fixtures fascinating to watch and analyse. From Manchester City's expected attacking masterclass to Parma's controlled Italian display, the predictions are rooted in the strengths and weaknesses of each team in the context of their leagues and football culture. As fans, we celebrate not only the victories and goals but also the spirit of competition that makes football the world's most beloved sport. Whether it's a giant club stamping its authority or a smaller side defying the odds, every match adds another chapter to football's endless story. In the end, predictions are part of the fun, fueling anticipation before the whistle blows. And when the matches unfold, they remind us why we watch, cheer, and believe. Here's to thrilling football, unforgettable moments, and hopefully, accurate predictions that make the experience even sweeter.